Hello, everybody. Hopefully, I'm live now. I am J Real, and this is Being Real. And it's been quite a while since I've talked to you guys. Uh, Nothing major has happened, but I'll catch up here in a little bit. And if you're new to the show, well, let me apologize in advance for the way that I dress. Yeah, you see some flesh. I try not to show too much. I'm in my new duck shirt, and I'm in boxer briefs, but I won't try not to be too revealing. But this is the way I dress during the summertime. Here in this old trailer house, I have a window air conditioner, and it's still hot in here. It's like, at best, it's like 85 degrees inside this house. That's at its coldest during this part of the summer. We're having a crazy, well, I say crazy, it's typical. Heat index that feels like temperature, like 110 degrees. But that's normal for us in Central Texas. I'm in Mahia, Texas, about 40 miles east of Waco. Yeah, this is typical Texas summers, and I'm used to it. I spend most of my time outdoors. I do quite a bit of exercising. Working on the guns, and uh, and I got a guest showing up here in just a moment. I think I see him signing on, and I will add him in a moment. Uh, but uh, but yeah. So let me for the newcomers. Apologies for the way that I'm dressing. I'll try not to be too revealing, but it's hot in here, and I'm not going to take off all my clothes like the song. I'm going to leave some clothes on, uh, and but I was trying to think. Well, it's been probably a week or 2 weeks since I've done anything. It was a Timu unpackaging was the last thing I did, and I said, I've been wanting to do a watch along, and what I think is one of the best 80s slasher films in existence, Slumber Party Massacre. So, and one moment. I'll be right back. And Jake, yes, I see you. I'm about to add you. Speaking of the AC, I'm checking the AC, making sure that it's on. Yeah, gosh, it's just hot. But like I say, typical for this part of Texas for it to be this hot. But let me add my guest here, and this is Eye for Horror.
Hey,
Jake Patton, Jake the Horror Movie Geek. And let's start off with you, Jake. You've got some great interviews coming up, and tell the folks about it.
I just did Brett Wagner, and I'm going to be doing Jameson Newlander from The Lost Boys and John Abrams from Scary Movie and House of Wax, and hopefully Daniel Roebuck, who's a great actor too, and sometime soon I.A. Mihailov. So
You're getting folks that people that do this for a living would be jealous of, I think. And I think it's this that you're so honest about being a big fan of these actors and their films. I just think you come across as being just really sincere and just being a big fan. And so I think that's how you're able to get these folks to be on your show, is that you're just you're really honest about how big of a fan you are. There's no BS. You really are a big fan. And
thank you.
not only of the actors, but the films that they're in and such. Uh, you know, you're Jake the Horror Movie Geek, so you're coming very honest, and I think they see that. And we got a comment here. We got Darren Burrows says, "What's up, Jay? Looking forward to the new Dead Pit show we are doing next weekend." Huh? Am I part of that? Yeah, I've been invited to. They gave me a list of movies to watch. I watched. What was it? Amityville Horror. What's it? Part two? What's two called?
The Possession.
The Possession. It had been forever since I'd seen that. And that's a movie that just starts at level 10 and just stays there. you know. Uh, but I kept being reminded of Poltergeist as watching that. I thought this is like Poltergeist before Poltergeist. Um, uh, you see a lot of just shots that were just directly copied in Poltergeist in Amityville 2. You know. But yeah, I had a ball with it. It had been forever since I've seen it. But like I say, it's just that cranked up to the highest level, just almost from the very beginning. And but yeah, and there's a couple of more films, and I forget, but I wrote them down. But they're all on Tubi, but Amityville 2 is on Tubi. Um, but yeah, let's see. He says, yeah, the Night Killer and Hell of the Living Dead. How about those, Jake?
I've never seen them before. Okay.
Yeah. I've heard of Hell of the Living Dead. I've never seen it, I don't think, but I've heard it. Uh, but yeah, they're all on Tubi. Uh, but yeah, go and join Jake's channel, the Eye for Horror or Jake the Horror Movie Geek. I think you can find him both ways. And he, like I say, he does great interviews and he's really good at it and gets great people on there. So go and join Jake's channel.
Okay.
And but yeah, we'll start the movie here pretty soon. And just trying to whatever other updates I might have. I finally cast an actress for my movie. Uh, the oldest girl, Iva, the character of Iva in my movie, The List. I've cast her, and it's a lady that it's her granddaughter that she was in a previous film of mine, but it's her granddaughter that is going to play the part. And it's just like she just crawled out of the script. I mean, she looks just exactly the way I envisioned the character. And I had a video chat with her and she read some lines and I think she's going to be just perfect. And her name is Rain Ebbett. And so, yeah, I'm really excited about that. Getting started with that, finding an actress. Still need to cast her younger sister and two males. But finally breaking some ground for The List. So, yeah, I'm excited about that. But we're going to wait until it's under 200 degrees before we even start thinking about working on the movie because most of it takes place outdoors. One of the final scenes, well, the two final scenes takes place indoors, but the bulk of the film is outdoors. So yeah, we're going to wait for more fall weather before we even think about beginning. But yeah, we got so much more to do though. I gotta cast three more. Another really big part. Well, they're all big parts. 4 actors basically. But yeah. So just great to get started on that and get Rain. I love the name Rain Ebbett. So hang on. Okay. Now, let me get positioned here. And like I say, apologies for the way that I'm dressed here, but I'm trying not to be too revealing for you guys. Okay, I guess, Jake, if you want to see about getting synced up here, and what we'll do is, as soon as the red letters pop on the screen, Slumber Party Massacre, freeze it.
Okay.
As soon as you see Slumber Party Massacre, freeze it. Pause it. Let me know when you're ready.
Okay, I'm watching it on Prime, so that there's 1 or 2 commercials before it starts. You know.
Oh yeah, well I'm paying the $3 a month to not have commercials. So
Oh,
but
cool.
I'm watching it on Prime also. But like I say, as soon as you see Slumber Party Massacre, red letters, when you see that splash on the screen, then pause it.
Okay. Okay, it's paused.
And what we can do, if you have commercials, whenever you have a commercial, let me know, and let me know when the commercial's over, and I'll kind of give you a timestamp where we're at, where you could, you know, get it synced up, fast forward, or whatever, So.
Well, I think the commercials were just before the movie starts. You know.
Oh, okay, okay. But yeah, all right. And folks that are watching, if anyone else is watching live, I think this is on Tubi. Of course, with Tubi, you would have commercials. So if you happen to be watching live with us, you can send me a message after commercials and I can give you a timestamp. But it's on, like Jake says, it's on Prime. And that's how Jake and I are watching it, is on Amazon Prime. Uh, so, okay, what we'll do, Jake, is a 3, 2, 1, and go. You ready?
Ready.
Okay, 3, 2, 1, go. Uh, Now tell me your history with this movie. When did you first see this?
Um, I guess in 2011, a friend told me about it, and I picked up the 3-pack from a Shot Factory, and yeah, I loved it since then.
And we got the guy delivering, the little kid delivering the papers. This is like a Norman Rockwell neighborhood, and you got the kid delivering the papers. Even the beginning of this movie reminds me of Poltergeist. This movie does, kind of reminds me of Poltergeist the way it begins. Uh, but and the paper says mass murderer. What is it? It's a he's a escape from a mental institution, isn't
Yeah, Russ Thorne.
he? Yeah. And you know all these actors that have been on these films. You're so much better at that than I am. Is there a standout performance in this one that you really like? Have you met any of these actors in conventions or anything?
I have not, but I like the big sister. I forget her name, but
Yeah,
the main character, she's really cool.
yeah. Uh, when I think about, if I'm going to introduce someone to 80s slasher films, like if they haven't seen them, and you think about, well, where would you start?
I
Well,
started.
what are we seeing here, Jake? That's one of the hallmarks of such a film.
I just think the same thing. TNA.
Uh-huh. And this movie is chock full of it. And this is one of the things that if you're a straight male or a non-straight female, and you watch these films, you look for this. It's something that you almost require of your slasher film, and you get plenty of it in Slumber Party Massacre. But anyway, was thinking about, if I'm going to introduce someone, well, what's the first movie to watch for a slasher film? And probably a lot of people would pick like a Friday the 13th film. I would pick this film right here. I think this is just a great place to start. It's very 80s for one thing. It looks like the 80s. It feels like the 80s. And you get a really cool killer and a very cool weapon that he uses, which we'll speak about in a moment. A very almost an iconic weapon that he's using to kill the the ladies, the young ladies. Um, but I would say start with Slumber Party Massacre as as an introduction to an '80s slasher film, because it's got everything that you would want in such a film. Uh, a cool killer, cool weapon that he uses, and TNA, plenty of TNA. So, uh, so yeah. What are your thoughts about that?
I agree. It's also has some good characters too. They're not just fodder. They're
Yeah. They're not just a bunch of airheaded characters. There are a few airheaded characters in, but there's not a lot of that. Uh, there's some funny things in this. There's some funny lines, some funny characters, um, and it moves at a brisk pace. And how long is this thing?
it said an hour and 16 minutes.
Yeah, perfect length. A slasher film should be 90 minutes at most.
Uh-oh. She was cute. It sucks that she has to go first.
Yeah. I like the headband.
Oh yeah. See?
Yeah. Yeah, she is cute. And Slumber Party. Have you ever been to any slumber parties?
Maybe when I was younger, but yeah, not for a while. How about you?
When I was a kid, there's a couple of times I would go to like a birthday party, but it would be like a birthday party / slumber party. So, and okay, we're getting our first. This is the first kill, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Here we go. This girl was drugged into a van here. It's like a telephone van. And yeah, it is a shame because she's cute. And what is he using to do the killing, Jake?
A huge ass drill, or I don't know what you call it.
It's a big drill. It's a big. I don't know. Is it powered by electricity or is it like gas powered or how's it powered?
I'm not sure either. Maybe it was battery powered. Who knows?
Yeah. And we got some young ladies playing basketball in the school gym.
This makes me think of Carrie.
Carrie. Yeah, exactly. And quite a bit of eye candy here. Yeah, like I say, this one is just so. Well, it's like I say, it's one of the great slasher films, 80s slasher films, because it's just across the board got everything that you would want in such a thing.
It's so much fun too,
and a lot of fun. Yeah.
There's a lot of bouncing going on.
Bouncing posteriors. Very, very athletic posteriors. They've taken care of themselves.
Oh yeah.
And here we go. Now we're in the shower because in gym you got to jump in the shower after the. And once again, this right out of Carrie.
Exactly.
It's not in slow motion, and I don't think anyone has their period, but. But yeah.
There's no plug it up, plug it up.
To plug it up, yeah. No, we don't have that. And we're panning down to some posterior here, and it's lingering on it too. The camera, the 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 makers of this film knows their audience, or they knew their audience.
Very true.
And what year is this? Is this 82, 83?
Shoot. Let me see. I should know it, but I'm blanking.
Yeah, I don't have it where I could pull this up real quick. I could do a quick Google search. I should know that.
82.
82. I was going to say 82, yeah. I was a sophomore in high school because I'm old as fuck. So you wouldn't even thought of when this movie was made, and I was a sophomore in high school. So. And who is that girl on the left in the blue shirt? God, she's cute.
She is. I forget the character name. I have to.
And I like her. I like that character.
Oh, me too. Something I noticed in that I've never noticed. Mr. Content taking the Barbie doll. I've never noticed that before. That was kind of creepy.
Oh yeah, the Barbie doll. Okay. And we have a character, not really a Carrie-like character, but kind of sort of an outcast. You know, she doesn't really fit in. She doesn't really go to the parties, and so she's feels kind of sort of an outcast. Not to the extreme of like Carrie, but you know.
Oh, right.
Doesn't kind of fit in. It's trying to fit in more, you know.
Oh, I love this kill coming up. It is awesome.
I forget what I forget what it is. So I'm anxious to see what this is going to happen. And the girl walking down the hallway of the school. Going to her locker. Well, the subtitle says eerie music, so she's in the gymnasium but can't get through the door.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, she's being chased by the maniac with the drill. I wonder what kind of drill you call that.
I know. It takes a lot of love to do this to someone.
What is that now?
It takes a lot of love to do this to someone.
Yeah. Isn't there actually a slasher film called Driller Killer?
Yeah, there is, I believe.
Well, he's injured her, but he hadn't got her yet. Trying to hide from him. She's he's stalking her.
Uh-oh.
Well, according to Wikipedia about this movie, they simply call it a power drill.
Okay.
But I'm just curious about what exactly powers it. Is it a battery or a? Now he's seen there's blood under the door. She's injured and she's bleeding, and there's blood under the door. Uh, and he sees that. Now he's drilling through the door. Of course, she's screaming. Is this a kill that's like off screen?
Yeah.
Yeah. So she's been drilled to death, apparently. And shots like this that remind me of Halloween.
Oh, you're right. Very creepy stalking shot.
Yeah. He's following this girl in his van. It's got a phone on it, so I guess it's supposed to be like a phone repair van or something like that. Holy shit! I think I broke my back. Who is that? I think I've seen him in other films.
He does look familiar, but I can't.
Sir, Well, she turned the radio, but they was about to talk about the killer himself. That he, what was it, back in the late '60s, he committed a bunch of murders, and I guess was committed to an insane asylum, and but he's escaped. We got a fake out here.
I was gonna say, folks.
This girl went to her door and a drill come through the door, and of course, but it's not the killer. It's a girl making a peephole. So we got a fake out, you know. I had some of them shoes.
Oh, very cool.
Yeah, I used to have. I had some of them.
That hair is so big.
That's another '80s thing. The big hair.
That must have taken a lot of Aquanet or hairspray.
Yeah. That's something like it, particularly back in the '80s. A girl would spend an hour just working on her hair. Playing the piano.
Oh.
She's broken a glass, dropped the glass and broke it. She got a piece of glass in her hand, and she's hearing a sound.
Ooh.
There's a cat. Another fake out. Cat in the closet. Let me see. Do we have anybody joining us? I'm not seeing anyone here. Hopefully, we'll get an audience later joining us. Oh, There's a couple of dudes walking past the van there. Here for the orgy. Now, who is the dude drinking coffee? Is that her boyfriend or her brother, or who is that? Boy,
Oh, that is her next door neighbor.
next door neighbor, yeah. But he's going to have to vacate because this is a girls only party. She's brought some grass. One of them's brought some weed. Maui wowie. Kool-Aid. Now here's how you made Kool-Aid back in the day.
Oh, jeez.
You had the envelope with the Kool-Aid powder. You put that in the pitcher, and then you had to put sugar in with it. Mix it together. I guess you could still buy it that way.
I think so. Yeah.
But most people just buy it. It's just a scoop. You just scoop it in the water and just mix it that way, and it's already got sugar in it.
Oh, right. She broke the coffee pot or whatever. Another fake out. Or a jump scare, I guess. What we're gonna call it.
Kitty cat. I'm a cat person myself. I don't have any indoor cats, but I got several outdoor cats that I feed.
Oh, cool.
I like dogs, but I've always been more of a cat person. When I go for a walk and walk down to the lake, there's a dog that comes sometimes. I pet that, and walk up to me, I pet it. So I do like dogs.
I'm the uh, uh, opposite. I like dogs, but I don't mind cats. I mean, I like cats, but I'm just more of a dog person.
Most people I know are dog people. Uh, yeah. Uh, I don't know a whole lot. I know a few cat people, but most people that I know are dog people. And everyone up and down here, my neighbors, they're all dog people.
Okay.
Most of them have dogs. Some of them have 3 or 4 of them. They'll bark at me. Some of them bark at me when I'm walking. Do you have a dog?
Oh no, I wouldn't mind, but I don't know. I would have to get a smaller dog, and I just don't. I can't stand those small yappy dogs. You know.
Oh yeah, like damn Chihuahuas. Chihuahuas are the biggest assholes in the dog kingdom. Uh, Chihuahuas, they don't do anything but bark at you and snap at you and bark at you. They're Chihuahuas. They're little assholes, Chihuahuas. And you know what it is? I think it's what they call like the Napoleonic complex. Because they're so small, they feel like they have to compensate for their being so small. So they got to bark at you and snap at you and growl at you, make themselves feel bigger than they are. You know.
Just feed it Taco Bell. Yo quiero Taco Bell.
Yo quiero Taco Bell. Yeah, we're getting some more TNA here, or we're getting the tea anyway. Quite lovely, like I say. These young ladies have been taking care of themselves, and
Oh,
oh goodness gracious, yep, healthy young ladies. There's some guys watching them through the window there. I'll tell you what my favorite dog is, and that's a beagle.
ooh. Okay.
I like beagles. I've never met a mean beagle. They've always been very friendly dogs, and they're kind of medium sized, small dogs, you know. Uh, and of course, Snoopy's a beagle,
Oh yeah, Snoopy was cool.
but I like beagles.
I like golden retrievers. They're just awesome
Those are pretty dogs, golden retriever.
and very loyal too.
Yeah, yeah. That's one thing I'll say about a dog. Is a dog is loyal to you. They get excited when they see you. They aim to please you. And a cat is like, fuck you.
Yes, cats are assholes.
Feed me and get the hell out of here.
Yeah.
You know, you know.
Don't try and pet me. Don't you dare try and pet me.
And I kind of like that. I kind of like their attitude. It's kind of like, yeah, fuck off. You know,
Yeah.
okay, go ahead and pet me, but don't do it too long. You know, get out of my way. Leave me alone. Feed me, then leave me alone.
And clean my litter box though.
Yeah, exactly. Clean my shit out. But there's one cat. There's a bunch of outdoor cats out here. Like I say, they came strays and stuff. They're all fixed. Me and my neighbor got them all fixed. So they're all spayed or neutered. But there's one in particular. It's a black and white cat, real pretty cat, and she likes to be petted. She'll let me pet her. The rest of them won't let me touch her. They just want. I can feed them. They'll let me do that, but they won't let me pet her. But the black and white cat likes to be petted. So.
Oh, very nice.
Okay, well, we got the young ladies, and they're having their slumber party, and they're one of them's looking at the paper. Is there any news about the killer in the paper?
Mm.
Here's the Barbie doll. That is what it is, isn't it? Barbie doll.
Yeah.
Yeah. She's a little old for a Barbie doll, isn't she?
Yeah. Yeah. She was it.
But anyway, it's been moved. It's but she. Says eerie music again. So I like the relationship between her and her little sister.
Oh, same here.
They made it, realistic. They argue, but they love each other, and I think it's a realistic depiction of sisters.
Absolutely.
So, rotary phone. That's how we talked back in the day. It was connected to the wall, and you had to either punch buttons or we had the old dial phone, back in the day, the old dial. And the lights have been turned off. Looking for a flashlight.
Those flames are huge.
Yeah. What is it? Is it matches or lighters?
Lighters.
Lighters. Okay. Yeah, they are. They're like that. It's dark. The lights are out. They got a pool. Might as well go skinny dipping.
Really?
Come on, girls. It's a slumber party. Ain't nobody watching. It's dark. Now I'm forgetting. Has she been invited to the party?
Uh, yeah, she was actually. I'm pretty sure.
She's there babysitting her little sister. Not much of a party goer, I don't guess.
No, no, but she's a great student. Apparently,
She's a what, sir?
great student.
Yeah, yeah. It's the kitty cat.
Here we have the very slutty and or promiscuous girl.
Yeah,
I guess.
you got to have at least one of those in a slasher film.
Oh, for sure.
Like I say, I like this relationship between the sisters. They tease each other, but they obviously love each other.
And the big sister is very protective of her baby sister,
Yeah,
which is
yeah.
cool.
That was a popular look back then for girls was the frizzy hair. The bigger, the better. Yeah, we got a little action there. Have you seen any? Do you ever go? I'm not able to do it. I don't have anyone to go with. But do you ever actually go to a theater and see newer films?
Uh, s- uh, s- Sometimes, but it's been a while.
I would love to see Long Legs. Um, I hear great things about that. Um, yeah, here he is. Here's the driller killer. He just who was that he just killed?
Well, one of the friends, I guess.
Uh,
Before that, it was her boyfriend
no, okay.
off screen.
I would like to see Driller Killer. I'd love to see Deadpool and Wolverine
Oh, me too.
and Alien Prometheus. Or is that the name of it?
No,
Not
Romulus.
Prometheus. Oh, what's it called?
Romulus.
Romulus. Romulus. Yeah, Romulus.
That looks good too.
They say that's great. They say and I watched the original movie yesterday because I'm a big fan of the original Alien. Kind of a slasher film in space, horror film in space. You know? But they say Romulus really captures that feel, the horror movie feel of the original Alien.
Ooh.
Man, I'd love to see that in the theater. I won't get a chance to probably, though. And it made a lot of money. It opening weekend. It's number one, I think.
Oh, nice. That poor pizza guy. He's just trying to make a living with that.
Pizza guy got it. Trying to call some help in. But he's cut the phone line. And that, folks, is something that we used to have a phone line. It was an actual cord that connected the phone. Well, now they've actually got a couple of guys in there with them to hopefully help protect them. But
We'll see how that goes.
yeah, we'll see how that goes. I'm guessing not very well for this kind of movie. I love that attitude. One of us will make it, even if the other doesn't.
Right?
Now, one of them is actually leaving the house to go try to maybe get some help, which isn't a good idea to leave that house. But he's taking his chances. We got a dead body coming out of the tree there.
Very reminiscent of Halloween.
Yeah, yeah. And he's been drilled. What's the movie they're watching there? It actually looks familiar. It's an actual movie, isn't it?
So
I wonder what that is. That looks familiar. He was stabbed to death. I like the way it cut back and forth through the movie and what's going on there.
oh, sure. Very cool. Huh.
And he's got a truck full of kills there. He's counting them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 4. It's a good even number, 4.
Yeah. Oh, he's still alive.
Was that him?
Oh, that guy was still alive.
Oh, okay. You got a pizza. You don't want to waste the pizza.
No. Besides, life goes on.
You know, pizza guy's dead, but you got a pizza there. Shit. The poor guy's there at the door, and he's been badly injured, bleeding, but they don't want to let him in because they don't know who it is, afraid it might be the killer. He's whimpering, he's at the door, but now there's the killer. I like that shadow. That's cool.
That is creepy.
It's a cool shot, that shadow, bringing the drill down and the blood coming under the door.
I love the gym teacher. She's very just cool.
Now, who's that?
The gym teacher.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Uh,
The killer's in the house now. Isn't
yeah. He hid that body pretty fast.
he? Yeah.
Look behind you. Oh shit, he wasn't inside then.
Uh, Here he is.
There we go. Take some action.
They knocked him down, but didn't knock him out. He's got a knife now. And stabbed her. There's a storm coming, lightning. Get me. I got this mouse from Timu, but it keeps cutting out on me. Get another one. You're pretty cheap. I'm always on my laptop, but I like an actual mouse. I'm old school that way. I don't like the trackpad. I never could get used to that damn thing
Oh yeah,
with my
yeah. Me
fingers.
too.
I never could get used to that. I like an old fashioned mouse, wireless mouse.
Oh, same here.
Looking through the closet, trying to find a victim. Is she actually in that closet?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I love this part.
Yeah. Girl in the fridge. He had to take all the shelves and stuff out of there, but she didn't see her. She opened the door to the fridge. There's a girl in there, a dead girl in there, but she's busy talking to this other girl. She never did. They never do see her. I don't guess.
No, I don't.
Dead girl in the fridge.
She had to chill out.
There we go. Now
Oh yeah.
she's been stabbed to death. Finally see her.
Oh, here you come.
Did he ever get his drill back?
Yeah.
Yeah, there it is. Pizza guy. She's hiding under the bed, dude.
Down to the basement you go.
Yep. Dumping the pizza guy down the basement. There's a girl down there. Imagine being an actor. You spend the majority of a movie just being dead. Just,
That would be pretty fun, actually. But so would playing the killer, I think, you know?
yeah, yeah. Yeah. Here he is. He was under the blanket there,
He was playing possum.
playing possum. Yeah. He's got his drill there. Trying to find something to use as a weapon there. Eh,
That'll do.
got her a saw. You can be careful there. That extension cord ain't going to last. Yeah. She found the end of it there. Did she unplug it?
Yeah. Ooh. Oh, man.
Yeah, she's got like a hook, isn't it?
Yeah, like a fire poker or something.
Oh, yeah, for the fire. Yeah, okay. Fireplace hook.
That, thank you, little sister.
The girl on the bed tripped him up there, and now she's clubbing him with that. She's stabbing him. Trish.
Oh, man. I hate this.
Yeah. I hated that she got killed.
She was just a really strong character.
Getting a machete there. You're pretty. All of you were very pretty. I love you. I didn't hurt you. Please don't do this. It takes a lot of love for a person to do this, what Jake said earlier. Classic line from the movie.
Absolutely.
You know you want it. You love it. Why? I don't even know you. Well, she don't get kids. Does she not get killed?
No, she doesn't.
Okay. It's been a while since I've seen this. She's coming out with the machete, and there he is about to back up to the pool there. With his drill. And she chopped off the blade of the drill. Chopped the drill in half. Cutting his hand off. There's his hand. I'll kill you. She got him in the gut with the machete. He goes in the pool.
She must love him an awful lot.
Yeah. Well, as I remember, this has kind of a surprising ending because you would figure this is the final girl, but she's not the final girl, is she?
I think there's two final girls actually.
Yeah, kind of two final girls. She's embracing her sister there, but he's crawling out of the pool, missing a hand.
There we go.
Here comes the girl out of the house with the knife.
Ah.
Now that's a machete, isn't it?
Yeah.
He jumped at her and she speared him right through his gut with the machete. So yeah, kind of two final girls in this one.
Oh, that movie's awesome.
That's a good one. That's a classic. And it's asking me, did you like Slumber Party Massacre? And I'm saying, yes, like. Great. We'll recommend more like this.
Ooh.
Yep, that's one of the good ones. Slumber Party Massacres. If you're a fan of 80s slasher films, this is kind of one of the classics. Has everything that you would look for in such a movie. So, yeah. Slumber Party Massacre.
So, have you seen the remake?
I never have.
Okay, it's different. It's its own thing, I guess, but I still prefer the original.
When was that made? The remake?
I want to say 2019 or within the last 5 or so years, I think.
Oh, no, I've never seen that. And it's got some suggestions at the bottom here. The Slumber Party Massacre 2, which I've never seen that either. Have you ever seen that?
Yeah, it's fun. It's just crazy though.
And Sleepaway Camp and Sorority House Massacre. How about that one?
I think I have it, but I don't know. I've never watched it, or I tried to watch it.
And then The House on Sorority Row, which I don't know if I've seen that or not.
I haven't either, but I think that might be a good one.
Yeah. Of course, Sleepaway Camp's a classic. That would be one maybe to do a watch along someday of Sleepaway Camp.
Oh
I
God,
love Sleepaway Camp.
Same.
Yeah. But once again, Jake, if you want to kind of plug the interviews that you've done one and you got another one coming up, what are those again?
Oh yeah, I did Brett Wagner, and then I'm going to do Jamison Newlander, who played it, opposite Corey Feldman in the Lost Boys,
Yeah.
and then John Abrams from Scary Movie and House of Wax and other movies. And
The one from Lost Boys, didn't you actually get his autograph at that convention?
oh yes, I did.
Yeah, yeah. Because I remember you showed the picture, that he had signed.
Oh yeah,
And is that where you set up the interview? Is at the convention?
yeah. Well, that's where I got my foot in the door. You know,
Yeah, got his contact information or whatever.
yeah.
Yeah. Well, very cool. But yeah, go and join Jake's channel because he did. He like I say, this interviews are so cool. Um, the people he interviews. So yeah, Jake the horror movie geek or I for horror. Yeah, I'm anxious to see that. I'm anxious to see the one you've done and when you're going to do him. Very anxious to see that. Um, but well, is there anything else that you'd want to plug, Jake, or anything you would want to talk about? Because I'm in no hurry to leave. So.
I'm not sure right now. How about you, Jay?
No, like I say, hopefully I've got an actress for my film, and so that's kind of what I'm going to be hopefully working on is finding the rest of the actors for the film and getting started on that. But like I say, wait for this temperature the weather to cool down before we would even think about starting. To get more comfortable because there's so much of it that takes place outdoors. But that's kind of my focus right now is to hopefully get started on the short film, The List.
Oh,
And always get excited about starting a new film and getting everything sort of set up and finding the actors and stuff. And, yeah, and of course, ultimately the idea is to enter it into film festivals, and the last couple have done pretty good at film festivals. So hopefully, we can continue that track with the list. So, but yeah, uh, trying to think, there's anything else. Nothing really comes to mind. Just living life and trying to stay not burn up, and uh, not sure exactly what our next show would be, but hopefully we'll do something soon. Trying to think of a subject. So if anyone watching this has an idea of a subject that we could cover, let me know. Where we'd actually have a topic that we would talk about. Um, it could be movies, directors, music, anything. I'm open to any kind of suggestion or anything that you might think of, Jake. Any ideas you might have.
oh, we should do the Stepfather sometime.
Yes.
Watch it.
Yeah. No, I love The Stepfather. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
me too.
No, that's a good one. That would be a great watch along. Yeah. Yeah. And any other movie ideas that you might have. But yeah, The Stepfather. I'm trying to think, When a Stranger Calls. Of course, Sleepaway Camp, which is just one of the all-time best. And you met, what's her name?
Felissa Rose.
Felissa Rose. Yeah, you got her autograph. And I've always heard she's just the nicest person ever at a convention. She's just really sweet to everybody.
Oh, she is. She's a total sweetheart, and she takes time to talk with everyone. Which is awesome.
Yeah. You can't get Pamela Springsteen to say anything to you, but Felissa Rose loves to talk to people and loves visiting. She'll actually visit with you, and I still haven't met her. I've always wanted to meet Felissa Rose because everyone I've ever met that has met her says she's just the nicest ever at a convention. She's one of the nicest, period at a convention.
Oh,
what was she charging for her autograph?
I think it was 40 for the autograph and maybe 60 for the combo.
That
So
ain't bad. Concerning what they're charging these days, that's actually not bad.
oh, absolutely.
Yeah. Um, but yeah. Slumber Party Massacre and like I say, Stepfather. Those would be two really good ones for a watch along. The Slumber Party Massacre. I mean, Slumber Party Massacre. Uh,
Sleepaway Camp.
Sleepaway Camp. Sleepaway Camp is just a classic, and it's just such a fun movie and one of the most iconic endings in horror movie or slasher movie history is the ending to Sleepaway Camp. Um, that is, if you're first time seeing that, you're like, oh fuck, yep, um, yep. And let's see, actually, Electric Entertainment Podcast is here. Hey Jay, do you plan to put up your movie Dawn? Someday, yes. I have it converted to an MP4 file, and hopefully I will put that on YouTube pretty soon, hopefully, and I'll let everyone know once that get up. But if you're a member of my channel, you would hopefully you'd get an alert about that. Yeah, but yeah. Hopefully we'll get that up before too long. And he says it would be cool to do a watch along while you talk about the film making it. Yeah. Um, the only issue with that is the file that I would put up on YouTube is, I guess you would call, the director's cut, where when J.R. Bookwalter picked up Dawn for Tempe, the Tempe video, way back in 2006, and it had it for 5 years. But that DVD, it ends with the two characters die, and then goes to credits, and then afterwards you get sort of a coda where the sheriff is being interviewed about the characters that they found, the bodies that were found. Well, the original ending was after the two characters die, there's a little pause, and then there's like 5 years later, and then it goes to that coda. That's the original ending, and that is the ending that I would put up on YouTube. So that would be the only thing, is the ending would be kind of different. But that would be something that I guess we could, get synced up or something like that, doing a watch along. Anybody out there that's got the DVD of Dawn, that's the only thing that's really different, is that ending. That's the original ending, and that's the ending I prefer. But J.R. Bookwalter wanted that shocking ending, where just you have the characters dying and then go to credits. Well, most people, they would end the movie with the credits. So a lot of people probably never saw that 5 years later, after the credits. Maybe you out there have got the DVD, maybe you've never seen it. Well, watch after the credits and you'll see there's another scene. So, yeah. And he asks, have you tested out the new camera equipment? I have not. I still haven't taken that out of the box. The only time I took it out of the box is just to see if the camera was in there. But yeah, I still haven't turned it on. I haven't charged the batteries on it. I'm going to, but yeah, I still haven't done that. I still have a new TV in the box here that I got from the warranty on this TV, because the inputs broke on it, and I couldn't watch Blu-rays or DVDs on it. But I'm just like today watching. I've got all the streaming stuff. Most of the stuff I watch is streaming anyway. So I've got a brand new TV in the box I've had for months, like 3 months, and the camera. But someday I'm going to try the camera. Another thing that's kind of concerning me, and it's very, very, very subtle. It's just very, very hardly noticeable. But my lips and vocals seem to be just a little out of sync here live. It's barely noticeable, like I say. I'm sure if anyone would notice it, but I do, because I'm obsessed with it, and I'm paying for this, but StreamYard. But I'm noticing just a very, very, very slight little out of syncness with the lips and the vocals. The sound. And I don't know if there's anything that can be done about that, because I'm paying on the, sort of the lower tier. You know, um, it it's like a more $20-$30 more, and you can get the high definition video or whatever. You know, this is more like the 720 or whatever. You know, but you can get the 1080p or whatever, but you have to pay quite a bit more to do that. You know, and maybe someday I will. But, and like I say, it's very, very subtle. Hopefully, it's something that people aren't noticing. I notice it, but hopefully most people wouldn't notice it. So, um, but yeah, yeah. Electric Entertainment Podcast. I do intend, hopefully soon, to put Dawn up for folks to be able to watch it. So, 20 years. This is uh, actually 21 years, really, because we had the premiere at the Angelica Film Center, had 2 showings in Dallas at an actual movie theater, and that was in 2003. And Tempe picked it up in 2006. So it's actually 21 years old, just about. My gosh. And Dawn herself, this 10-year-old girl in the movie that played the little girl vampire, she's like, I think she's 31, 32. She has 3 kids. She's on her second husband. Yeah. My goodness. And that's just hard for me to believe how time has just flew by, and it just seems impossible. Yeah, yeah, but yeah, I certainly will look into putting Dawn up on YouTube. So, but okay, Jake, thank you for joining me. This has been a fun one. This has been a good one, and like I say, a good movie. And you have some really good suggestions there with Stepfather, and like I say, Sleepaway Camp will be another really good one for a watch along. So the next time we do a watch along, it'll probably be Stepfather, because that's a classic. I love Stepfather. So. But okay, I guess we'll sign this off, Jake. Like I say, you guys go and join his channel, Jake the Horror Movie Geek, or I for Horror. And we will see you guys soon. And I hope you guys enjoyed the watch along for Slumber Party Massacre. And okay, Jake, is there anything else you got to say before we sign off?
No, just thanks for having me again. And
oh yeah, always enjoy having you on. And like I say, you're such a aficionado of these films, so you know all about these films. And I'm a big fan of them, but I don't have the knowledge that you do of these films. So. But okay, Jake, see you soon. We'll do this again soon. And everyone, thanks for watching. And as always, would you please give us a thumbs up? Please kick that thumbs up, or click that thumbs up. That helps us to get seen and people to find us. So please do that. Please give us a thumbs up. And Jake, I'll see you soon. And everybody else, we will do this again soon.
bye, Jay.
Bye, Jake.